An ordinance confirming the appointment of Nicholas Coos to the position of firefighter paramedic in the fire department and declaring an emergency.
I, Nicholas Coos, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially discharge the duties of firefighter paramedic in the Avon Lake Fire Department from August 28th, 2018, and thereafter during my continuance in said office.
All right, good job.
An ordinance confirming the appointment of Marcin Stroka to the position of firefighter paramedic in the fire department and declaring an emergency.
I, Marcin Stroka, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially discharge the duties of firefighter paramedic in the Avon Lake Fire Department from September 10, 2018, and thereafter during my continuance in said office.
Proud to announce that the City of Avon Lake won the Community Challenge over the City of Avon. We had people sign up and volunteer to participate at University Hospital's recreation facility, and the City of Avon Lake scored 969 points and City of Avon 863 points. Involved about 12 weeks of people going weekly to the gym, participating in various 5K races, involving themselves in various programs for better eating and better health, and we did extremely well there, and I'm very pleased that we are bringing that trophy back to the City of Avon Lake.
This is the Finance Director, Mr. Presley.
Thank you, Mr. O'Donnell. The city did in fact bring in the payroll processing with the pay effective August 2nd. So you have already had 2 pay periods where the processing is no longer being conducted by ADP. We've eliminated that outside vendor to reduce costs. We'll have one more pay this Thursday where you actually will get a paper stub. And then from here on out, all of it will be available electronically where the employees will have to sign into a secure system to go in and retrieve their pay earnings and any information they would have otherwise received in paper. This too cutting back on the cost of actually getting the information out to the employees with a voided check stub, and then also contained in an envelope that no longer will be the process. So we are very happy with the efforts of all the employees that have been involved, and so far, knock on wood, everything is processing and has come out quite well as far as the efforts that were put in and the products and the pay periods. So wanted to update council on that.
That clerk will read temporary legislation 11,154, please.
A resolution strongly urging the Ohio Governor and members of the Ohio General Assembly to invest the state budget surplus in municipalities.
In discussion, I'll turn this over. Mayor, you had some comments on this item?
Yes, thank you. The Ohio Municipal League, which is a body of mayors from throughout the state, bipartisan, Republicans, Democrats, independents, belong to this organization. We do have someone monitoring our situation down in Columbus. The Ohio President Mayor Scott Schertzer is the person who recommended that we contact our state legislators and also the governor, as there is a surplus. The rainy day fund has been filled, and there's some extra revenue that is there. About 9 years ago, the governor, in order to balance the state budget, eliminated or massively reduced local government funds, and also eventually eliminated the estate tax. From the standpoint of Avon Lake, as the resolution says, we have lost approximately $2.7 million from the reduction in local government funds over the last 9 years, and $1.9 million from the elimination of the estate taxes over the last 9 years. Those are averages, because particularly the estate tax used to fluctuate. In the New York Times on August 17th, there was an article about cities across the country that are short of funds to deal with infrastructure, and states like Ohio, there are 18 others, have surpluses. And these municipal entities are trying to deal with things like financing police and fire protection, financing the pavement of roads, and also their infrastructure, the the water and sewer funds and so forth. On an average, the city of Avon Lake has lost $514,000 each year for 9 years, so it's over $4.5 million. So I have composed a letter to Governor Kasich. I'm going to be mailing it tomorrow. This resolution is a recommendation for city councils to again consider this. The article in the New York Times featured the city of Lorraine, and they talked about their situation, the inability to keep police cars going, traffic lights failing. They've run out of funds to service them. They have cannibalized from other traffic lights trying to keep things working. They are in dire need. Fortunately, we're not in that situation, but we certainly could use another $500,000 a year to take care of some of our infrastructure needs. Thank you, Mr. Lieberman, for pointing that out. I didn't have my microphone on in the whole situation here the whole time. So I would recommend the council seriously consider endorsing this resolution at the next regular meeting in September, so we can join the numbers of people who are signing on. Another community that is suffering in the state of Ohio is Middletown, Ohio. They are suffering in the same way that the city of Lorraine is. We're not suffering, but we certainly could use the additional funds to improve the infrastructure of the city. So I recommend that City Council seriously consider endorsing this and sending it on to the state legislators at the meeting in September. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Further discussion? Mr. Costa?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Council President. Mayor, I agree with your comments, and specifically, I kind of want to hammer this home and make this point clear. If this were to pass this city council, and let's say that the governor did decide to do this, as would be urging him to do, I would like for this city council and your administration to guarantee to our voters that we are going to earmark this money for infrastructure, for police, for fire, for capital purchases. Just today, we had a conversation about the increase in salt. I mean, it's incredible what the price of salt, road salt, is going to go up for next year. We had a discussion about the cost of paving our roads just today and what that costs. So I think that one thing that I know that I would hear back from the public is, if this were to go through, there's a certain size of the public that's automatically going to assume this is going to go for raises or for just more hiring or whatever it may be, salary increases and the like. So I would like some sort of a declaration from the city council and the administration that if this does go through and the governor does grant this, that this money is earmarked to put right back into the community through infrastructure and capital purchases to help our safety forces and our public works department.
I certainly support that sentiment, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any further comments? Mr. Zuber?
As I stated, I will not be supporting this piece of legislation. To me, the best use of this surplus money is to go back to the citizens of the state of Ohio in a tax cut as proposed by both the governor and the state legislature.
Thank you, sir.